there is day 299, and today's topic is examine how exactly can something still be meant and accept there is ambiguity, and find out how exactly does this differ from what you want to say. So some happy Christmas, and by thinking often about some topic here and how to apply this in my daily life, I'm coming sometimes from one thought to the other. And it's often when we think a long road to the top, and there are so many small steps you have to take, and each is counting. So I want to give emphasis to how many times we are expressing exactly what is that we mean. And I become aware of when I was using yesterday ChatGPT for something, and while I entered some information, I took the same phrase, and the next time it put me out the same information in a different presentation. So first it was the information with a link to it, and then the second time at the end. And it was driving me crazy, and I was thinking why. And then suddenly I found out that I wasn't exactly defining what is it that I meant. And so often we are going through the world with our perception of how things are working and perception of reality. And we are forgetting that maybe only people who are close to us, maybe our family members, understand what you mean while talking because they grow up with you. But as in the same time, if somebody from extern would listen, maybe would shake his head and say, what is it that he mean? And so I became aware that you have to be exact in the explanation. Imagine that you have a child in front of you. How would you define and explain something that you want to communicate? And then you become aware that there is so many other things that this can mean, what you say. Many years ago, when I first started with NLP, when my brothers were saying something, I understood exactly what they meant. So they say, for example, well, if you go there, don't forget something. After the course, I learned that to be specific. So suddenly I saw more options in the information. And when I said there meant for me there are two opportunities. So which is it? And suddenly we didn't understood each other. So I was asking, what do you mean exactly? And he got angry because he thought, well, why do you ask this question? Because it was so clear in the past. And suddenly I said, yeah, well, you can mean this and that. And suddenly he became aware that he was not specific, but he didn't become aware of it. It's just that he got angry because he thought he didn't have to explain. So how many times we are, on our road, and we want not to explain because we're hoping the other will understand, but to be exactly, we are not specific. We are just hoping and waiting that the other is understanding what we want to say. And this question, like what else could it mean, or what could it also mean, or how would I have to think in order that this could be misunderstood? What perceptions should I or must I have, and other people think in a different way? Now, of course, this is a whole procedure that you can't do every time, and it is enough if you all just ask yourself, what else could it mean? Because then you become aware of maybe you're not specific, and this is less important for your communication with others. It's more important for yourself to become aware, what is it that you want? We said in the previous challenges that we had a topic that to be clear that if you know your problem, you come up with a solution because you know where you have to go. So it's about that, becoming aware of what is it that you want to. The more specific you are, the easier it is to get there and also to communicate. And what else you gain on top from finding yourself a solution or giving instructions to others, you will be admired because people will become near to you, saying at least one person who is clear in his communication. So you will gain respect and also have much more success because you are also a person who will communicate what he means. And many times in our ordinary life, we are not like this, me included. In many situations, when I'm just spontaneous the way I am, I'm not communicating. I'm asking also myself, what is this what you are saying there? Especially if it is about emotion, is even more difficult. We haven't learned how to communicate about emotions. It's first to have to find a way to come up and to become aware of what is it, what your emotion is all about, then finding a way to find words to explain this in order then to go the last step to communicate this and also to tell what is it that you want. Now, this takes a lot of time, and it's not about becoming every moment aware of what questions you should ask yourself. It's about take a time, even if the next 20 times you forget it. If you find out that this really helps you to ask this question, what else could this mean? Or what should it mean? What I want to express? Then if this really counts for you, if this is important for you and you're finding out this supports you, then little by little you will become aware when it's necessary. So just take your time, find out, enjoy this, and stay tuned till tomorrow. Bye-bye.